So in this class, we will discuss about functions. Okay, so functions are basically classified into two types: single row functions and group functions. Okay, so in single row function, in this video, we will be discussing about numeric functions, string functions, and date functions. Okay, so those who are watching my channel for the very first time, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that whenever I posted a video, you will get a notification in your phone. Okay, thank you. Now let's move on to the topic. So today's is class 5. Okay, so in this class 5, we'll be discussing about numeric functions, string functions, and date functions in SQL. Okay, now let's go to the PDF document, the reference Bible. Okay. So functions are basically classified into two types. Okay. So single row functions and group functions. Okay. So group functions we'll discuss in next class, and single row functions we'll discuss now. So in the single row functions, totally classified into 5 types. One is numeric functions, string function, and date function. Okay. So we are discussing about the numeric function, string function, and date functions. So miscellaneous function, conversion function, and group function we will discuss in next video. Okay. Now let's jump on to numeric function. Okay. So these are the numeric functions where will be used in the SQL programming. Now let's see one example, step-by-step example. Okay. So what is ABS? ABS is basically dealt with a specific value whenever it is having a negative sign. So that can be converted into a positive sign. So now let's execute this SQL statement. Okay. So in SQL DBX. So here my ABS of -5, it has been negative value converted into positive value. You can see here. Okay. So sign, it displays the sign of the value. If it is a negative value, it gives the negative value. If it is positive value, it will give us a positive value. There is nothing mentioned default that will treat as 0. Next, MOD. MOD gives a remainder of a value. So mod of 7, 4. So mod of 7, 4, 7 divided by 4, that gives the remainder 3. Okay. So you can check the remaining this thing here. Okay. So now let's move on to the next NVL. NVL function is to help us to replace a value when there is no value. Okay. So here you can see like in a student table. Okay. So in the employee table, for MGR column has for King has no reporting manager ID. Okay, so what I will do, select NVL MGR select star from, let's see this first. So MGR here, president having null, right? Okay, so now what I will do is, let's execute this. I will give employee number also so that we have clarity. Number. Okay. Let's execute this. 7839. Wherever, yeah, 7839. Okay. So it will replace the null value to the given value. Okay. So that is annual function. This is a common interview question. So annual function will help us to replace a value wherever there is null. Replace the given value wherever there is null. Okay. So the next one is power. Power is to generate uh, power of 2.5. 25. Okay, so 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 times it will replace. N is for log algorithm. This is also similar LOS, log algorithm function. And CL is to produce the whole number greater than or equal to the given specific value. Okay. So floor is the opposite to that, which produces the less than or equal to the given specific value. On rounding off. So rounding off, if you want to round off any number, okay, like take an example, round off, select or round 125, 167, from the, so it will after 5, so it will move to the next value, round of 2 I have given. So you can see 120.67. So if I don't mention anything now, here what happens is basically it will move to the next value. All the numbers, see 126. So sometimes it will do the round off. Okay, so here there is a minus sign. Sometimes it will give minus sign. So minus 2 I will give. Okay, so minus 2. Let's see what is the output. So it will come to the next to the preceding value. Okay. Truncate is it will cut off the precision number. Okay. Truncate is opposite to that. So here truncate will cut off the precision this thing. So here I will do. I want to do anything here. So just 120. Cut off the precision number. Okay, so round off and truncate are the very important functions. Okay, and bit add. This will perform the bitwise operation. And grade function will give the greatest number among all these things and least. So here, if the values are 0, it will display as the 0. If it is the least value, it will give the least value. Okay, so the least number, it will give the least function. Okay, and let's, with this numeric functions got completed. Now let's move on to the string functions. INIT cap, int cap. Okay, so int cap. So this is the concatenate operator. You can use concatenate or you can use this operator. Okay. So now let's discuss one by one. Int cap. Int cap is to display the first letter in capital letters. IN type, INIT, CAP cap. Int cap, it displays first letter as a capital letters and remaining as a small letters. In data stage, I have prepared one video. So in data stage, we don't have this function. So we need to consider first string as a substring and need to convert into uppercase. And the next, from second position to the remaining string, we need to calculate the total length -1 and down case. So that way you have to do in data stage. So, but in SQL, we have this function INIT int cap. Okay. initial value is the capital X and remaining are the small letters that will convert. Okay. All right, uppercase, converting string to a uppercase, lowercase, converting a string to a lowercase. So I'm not executing these functions. So if you are watching my channel, request for this document. So I will provide you with a free of cost, no need of no need to pay anything. Okay. So then you can install SQL in your personal laptop. Okay. So then you can practice these things. Lower length function is to find the length. Okay, so it will give the length in form of bytes and rpad. So the trimming will be done when we use rpad. Trimming will be done when we use rpad. Okay, so right side trimming. So we see here. So here the padding length we have provided. So the basic syntax is rpad, string length, and what is the padding value. If there is a requirement to pad value something, so this we have to provide. Okay, so just I'm executing this. Okay, so now I use LPAD. LPAD is left side padding. Okay, now you can see here left side. So here this one is the RPAD. Okay, right side padding. This also have covered. And L trim. Trim the unwanted characters from the left end. R trim is remove the unwanted characters in the right. Okay. So I will execute here. Okay. You can see here computer. UTR has been gone. Okay. So trim is to cut off the unwanted characters. Okay, so if I is there, you can remove I from the left, both the portion, left side and right side. Okay. And translate. So translate means here it will replace the old string to the based on the positioning. If I is there in India, it will replace X. If N is there, it will string India, it will replace Y. Okay. So here nothing I will mention. Let's see what will be the output. So that will be treated as a null value. Entire string will be converted as a null value if you consider as a blank. Suppose if I give signal two spaces, so then the two spaces, so wherever it is there now, so that will be, so I has a space, N has a space, and D is there, again I has a space, like that. Okay, it will replace the set of character by character. Translate. And the next function is replace. So replace is it will replace the whole string character, string by string. So difference between string and replace is, so translate will sorry, differences between translate and replace. Translate is for mainly um, replace by character, but replaces will be the set of characters that will be replaced string by string. Okay. So it will replace the whole string here. So let's see this example. So if nothing you have mentioned, if it is a blank, so it will replace as a blank value. Okay. So that you need to consider. Here, copied. Okay. Okay. It will replace the whole string. Okay. Soundex. Uh, Basically, this one we won't use. This is used to find a word that sounds like other words, exclusively in the where class. Okay. A similar word, similar to if values are there, that will be displayed. Okay. Next one is concatenate. Okay. So concatenation of true strings. So here if you give concatenate of true string. So you can have a double pipe separator where okay. Suppose I want to separate in from EMP. Okay, so there is no gap here. How to get the gap? Double quotes, single cap. Now execute. I think we should not give double quotes like that. Okay, you can see gap here. So one byte space. You give two spaces. Now you can see two spaces. Okay. Okay. Like that, we can get two columns. So the next thing is hash the value. It returns the decimal representation of database character set. Okay, so ASCII of 27, ASCII of A, that is 97, ASCII of A will 97. Character, it will return the binary irrelevant value. It is opposite to that. Okay. And substring is to display the position. I mean, like from which position you want the data. Okay, so starting from the second position and how many bytes you want. Substring, string you have to mention, and from which position that you want to have substring, from where the number of characters you want. One character, two characters like that. So substring of 2 comma 5 it will give from the second position to 5. O M P U T. Like that it will display. Okay. So if you don't mention anything, it will display from the whole position, from the second position, from the given position. Okay. So from third position to 7, third position, MPUE. MPUE. Okay. So here in string INSTR, this will allow you search through a string for a set of characters. Okay, so in string. Okay, in string. So wherever O is there, that from the fourth position onwards, so it needs the first instance, first occurrence. Okay, so here in string helps us allow you to search through a string for a set of characters. Okay, so here you can see in string you have to provide the string and search what is the string that you want to search. What is the character? Okay, so and occurrences, character occurrence count from the fourth position and to the occurrence of first occurrence or second occurrence. Okay, so now let's execute this statement. So you have to prepare well this, especially this string functions, at least one or two questions. Sometimes they will ask in your interview. Okay, please go through all the examples and prepare well. Okay, so something issue here. Okay. For method. Okay. For for second occurrence it comes in O at 4, fourth position, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th position. O again, like that. Okay, second instance. So this is in string and decode. Decode will help us. It will act value by value substitution for every value of a field. So it will be substituted by another value. Okay. Suppose the employee salary, you can see like salary. So your starting value is 800. So let's do 800. So if it is 800 low value and 5,000 is highest and rest of the salaries are medium. Okay. That is the decode. It will substitute a value. If the value is present like this, it will be. First, you have to provide the column name. What is the value that you and substituted value you have to provide. Column value, substituted value. Column value, substituted value. Like that, you can do the condition like this. Okay. So greatest string. So it's calculate use the greatest string. The parameters are null, then it's displayed null. Okay. So the least string. And coalesce. Coalesce will return the not null value, first not null value. Coalesce will return the first not null value. Okay. So with this string functions got completed. Okay. So now let's move on to the date function. Okay. So date function is very, very important, especially to care, to date, extract date, add month. Okay. Now we will see one by one. Okay. So I'm not executing this in database. So just I'm going through walk through that. So practice in your SQL DBX or SQL Plus. Okay. So what is sysdate? Sysdate is nothing but a system date. Okay. Current date displays the current date. Okay. So current date is session time zone where DB is installed. Current timestamp is similar to that. And timestamp. So that includes fraction seconds of the time zone. Okay. And a local time zone with a local what is that returns the local time zone with the time, all this information and all. Okay, so DB time zone, database time zone, universal time, UTC. Okay, session time zone, row character. So this is the thing that you have to be mainly focused on. So because we're converting a string data type to character date data type. So in SQL, okay, DDD, MMM, MON, month, RM, DY. Okay, so if you see here, DD. Okay, so these are the prefixes that you can look into later. So however you want, it will be displayed like that. What is the value of system date? Okay, so accordingly, it will display two characters. Okay. Suppose if you have any date function like this, so convert what you can do. Consider the icons also here. Okay. So that is the purpose. It can convert to uh, character. Okay. So to convert a character from date to character data type. Okay. So today is day 6 and January 1st. Sorry, today is Jan 6th, 2022. Okay. So like that, this tochar will be used, and this is used to convert the string to a date format. Whenever if you receive a string, you can convert it into a date format. Tochar is to convert. Tochar is slightly opposite to this. So tochar, if you see, so this is used to extract various date formats. Okay. So if it is a date that you can connect to character. Okay. So, but toDate is to convert. toDate is to convert this string into a date format. If it is a string, that can be converted into a date format. Okay. Add months. Okay, so toDate. Okay, so this is the date we have given here. Okay, so now let's move on. Add month. Add months to the given date. Months between, to find the months between. Okay. Next day, what is the next day? And what is the last day? Okay, so next day. Select next. Next day is 7th, right? I think you have to provide the date, comma, day, I think. Okay. Sys date, comma. So tomorrow's date is reflected. Okay. And extract position. Extract is to get a year, month, day from that date. Okay. This is very, very important. Great, greatest, great, least value, sound. Sorry, not sound, round. Okay. It will round off the date. Greater than or equal to. Next, truncate less than or equal to the given date. Okay. And new time. This will use the desired time zone and date. Okay. So we'll have different time zones across the globe. Okay. So we can go through this. And college, we written the first national date. Okay. Yeah. So with this string functions, uh, sorry, this date functions got completed. So in next video, we'll discuss about the miscellaneous functions and conversion functions. There are some conversion functions. So that we will discuss. Okay, so how to convert date. Okay, so bit to number. So we'll discuss this in next class. Okay, and group by function, aggregation functions, we'll discuss in next class. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching. We'll continue in the next class. Okay. So if you're looking for any data stage training on job support, you can text me in the given WhatsApp number. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.